Hi, it's Football1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version of the game. This is from Xbox. This is me versus Superblaze in a 1v1. Superblaze is a way better pilot than me and is much more skilled. He's using a all fixed FDL, pretty much a meta build, 2 banks. I think you tell you in the comments down below. It's either like 3 Plasmax, 2 rails, or 4 Plasmax and 1 rail. I think it's a 2 rail. I never really took that much notice. I didn't like to look because I knew I was probably going to die from the outset. But as I said, Blaze is a much better pilot than me. The reason I'm fighting him is because we ended up inviting him into Wing because TOC were hanging around and there were 3 TOC. Well, there were 2 of us and there was 2 of TOC, and the fight didn't kick off. Then there was 3 TOC, so we got Blaze in as a 3rd for us, and still no fight kicked off. I then asked just in system chat for a 1v1. And the silence was deafening. So as TOC seemed to like disappear off, well, TOC and Brown Nugget Mining disappeared off. I think Selfish ended up back in Shinny, and we were like, oh, so maybe they're not interested in fighting. And so I felt mean because Blaze had been hanging around because it did look like a fight was going to happen for a long time, and nothing materialized. And I felt, at least let Blaze have his fun, have a proper, decent 1v1, and I'm always happy to offer myself up to the gods of PvP, even though I'm not one. So this is Blaze versus the Gimbal Scrub. He did a joke with me before the fight that it's against his eye doctor's advice to take this fight on. I don't know what he's moaning about. A bit of laser eye surgery never hurt anyone. But yeah, a lot of people moan at me about the brightness of the beams and the fact that they're shone right in their face for these fights. I personally don't like having railguns shot at me, but I don't ask them to take them off. But yeah, my glass cannon beam de lance is a fun ship to use in these fights. I would probably be better off with an all gimballed multi-cannon build. In terms of, because I could camp more Pipster systems on a regular basis. This is very much, as you can see there, when I'm going for a ram, I'll try and tank up my shields. But other than that, I'm pretty much 0-3-3. So I'm going to get pit checked a lot by railguns. I'm not worried about it. I haven't got any banks. I'm a one and done shield. This ship's very uncomplicated. It suits me down to the ground. I try and nurse myself through the heat in the early parts of the fight, not wishing to put too much strain on the system, because the idea is to go for it in the latter stages of the fight. I'm going to, once my shields go, I'm probably going to go silent running, and that's when the burn happens. And then my modules, then I'm on a timer. It's I win the fight or I die trying. And there's sort of like a moment where, pretty much as soon as I put on silent running, I'm saying that you've won, I've lost, I'm now going to try and take you with me. It's very unusual that I win a fight. I think there's a couple of times it's happened where I've won the fight and I've managed to cool down before dying. That's very unusual. But the general strategy with this ship, because I'm not very skilled, is just to orbit my opponent, try and sidestep any Plasmax using my boost and laterals to just get away from them, and blind people with the beams. People always moan at me. This is Provost getting a kill, and he was moaning at me during this fight that my beams that I'm shooting at the same target were putting him off, and I can see why. They are quite bright when viewed from out externally. When I'm shooting them, even when they're the thin pointy beam, like the damaged beam, that's not what other people see. Other people see the full brightness still, even though they're showing as damage for me. It's a bit of a weird one, that one. But yeah, people do find the beams off-putting. I think the white ones are worse, but the yellow ones have always been my thing, and I'm kind of well known for it. And ever since TOC were the ones that said it was me peeing on people, so that kind of stuck after that. Yeah, so the P-beams became a thing, and I've stuck with them ever since. And I'll be honest, it's a fun ship, but my record on it's pretty decent. I do occasionally beat some really good PvPers in it, But I'm going to leave you with this fight to the second half, just with the in-game sound, a bit of commentary from Al, just a little bit of updates on people's health, and yeah, so that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of this fight. It's a fun one. It goes to the wire, and yeah, I'm going to put my ad in, and then we'll be back with just game sound and violence. So that's all from me. I'll let the ad take it from here. So we're going to take a pause and take a quick look at what you guys sponsor. With your guys' views, you help out Big Red Rooster Cockerel Rescue, helping out cocks of all sizes, all shapes, and for the love of the cock, keep watching so we can raise money for this lovely little animal rescue and save birds like my little co-pilot here.
Yeah, that's nice, something close to it. Bernie's Rappers. You are on 15%. His shields aren't far off. His shields are almost gone.
Shields offline. Temperature critical.
Those of us about to die. We shall lose.
Shields are on 3%.
Silent running. Module malfunction.
Are you on silent lane? Target is power plant.
Module malfunction. Under attack. Module malfunction. Module malfunction. Warning, taking fuel damage.
think he needs a trip to Specsavers after this fight.
Module malfunction. Module malfunction.
Yeah, but if he dies first.
Hull integrity critical. Module malfunction. Warning, temperature critical. Module malfunction.
He's on 17.
Module malfunction. Warning, taking heat damage. Canopy integrity at 50%. Under attack. Module malfunction.
He's on 12.
Module malfunction. Eject. Warning. Temperature critical. Eject. Eject. Eject.
$12.